Hello? Oh, fuck. Oh, that's perfect. I guess I use this to... Okay. All right. Alrighty then. Assuming this is actually going to be saved to my channel here, welcome to the Ukulele Pseudo Post End of the Year Live show. I'm gonna play some video games and talk about them, though I'm gonna mute this so that, or at least, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Whatever, I'm gonna mute it for now. Because I really just wanted to talk about video games and, yeah, just do some of that. So I've been playing a lot of ukulele lately. I got the main adventure. I sort of apologize for the quality of this stream right now, but at the same time, I really don't care. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of this lately. I just beat the sort of main story today, so I won't be doing any of the main story content at all, because I already finished it. So I'm just going to run around and basically attempt to talk about games this year. I might throw another game up at some point. I literally don't even know how long I'm going to stream. I don't know why I'm pretending like this is going to be a long stream. It probably isn't. So I gotta figure out what I want to exactly talk about. So I guess talking about ukulele here, since I'm playing it. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about sort of the way that you explore in ukulele that is very interesting. Like, I don't know, you feel like you're never exactly sure what's going to be around every corner, per se. Like, you know there's going to be a challenge for a pagey or whatever, but, like, it's sort of what that challenge is and sort of how you interact with it. You never really... It's hard to sort of predict it, in a sense, and I think that makes exploration pretty interesting in this game. Yeah, I'd definitely say that, and I'd also say that the game has some very, very funny dialogue that I think kind of makes me like playing it because of the characters. I think the characters are pretty funny. Some of the side characters I think are a little whatever, but I think Ukulele and like like I think the villains were pretty funny too. Some of the side characters were pretty funny. I particularly like the cart character. He's pretty funny. Wow, this is a long. This is taking a while to load here. This is pretty surprising actually. Anyways, but yeah, like there's something about sort of finding these characters and like seeing what each sort of one of them says in their respective worlds I find very fun. And sort of the approach that I think that this game takes to storytelling is pretty good. I like it a lot. It's pretty unintrusive for the most part. You don't really see the villain much except for the very beginning and the very end. So, I mean, I guess that's not entirely true. He is in like one level, but yeah. This is probably one of my favorite levels in the game, actually, that I just went into, which I haven't actually finished yet, but so far, it has been one of my favorite levels. Let's see, what is it called again? I think it's called, yeah, Galleon Galaxy. This one is probably so far one of my favorites because I absolutely love the colors, and I like how much Yuka stands out in this world. Laylee kind of doesn't stand out that much, but since you're not like sort of controlling Laylee as much, it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really affect it, I guess. Let's see here. What am I looking for exactly? I haven't been up there, I don't think. Also, the reason I kind of wanted to make this stream as well is because, oh jeez, was because I've recently sort of been, since I played Mario Odyssey pretty much right around before this game came out, I sort of had that game's sort of, I guess I want to say right now at least, fun logic. That doesn't really sound, I don't know, like a good way of putting it, but sort of the what makes it fun like sort of the facts to me that make the game fun in Odyssey. I kind of still like had them on the brain when I was playing this, and so I kind of like just sort of started comparing them naturally. But like, see, I normally don't like to compare games because like usually two games are just different things, like kind of in every aspect a little bit. Usually, obviously, there are some people who make fucking clone games or whatever, but come on. Yeah, I think. See, I don't know. I started getting into like kind of like, okay, well, why is Ukulele still a fun game despite Mario Odyssey like sort of topping it a little bit? Like, I think Mario Odyssey, after a lot of thinking, I've sort of come to the conclusion that Mario Odyssey is still a better game than this. I think it's easily more replayable. It lends itself well for Oh, who is this character? Hey, we've not seen you before. You're not a baddie, are you? That depends. Who's asking? We're the heroes. You might recognize us from the box art. You're the guys tracking those golden pages, huh? I think I can help you out. I saw what looked like a pagey up there. Okay. I am glad I came here. I had not gone to this part of the level yet. I was looking for this chick. I know she, like, whatever. Whoa, that's a long way up. Yeah, and you'll need some serious equipment to get up there. Unscathed, my shield is damaged, so I can't go myself. Laylee has her own inbuilt shield. Perhaps we can help. Yes, perhaps you can. Ever heard of the Blamphibians? Excellent. See, you don't run into a Blamphibians in Mario. They're a dangerous bunch you wouldn't want to mess with, and they're a dangerous bunch you wouldn't want to mess with. And they're building a secret weapon up on that planet. Luckily, I know a weakness if you can make it up there. They built in a self-destruct sequence in case someone stole their planet. Holy shit. That's very sensible. That's what I would do. I could destroy that force field on the fly shaft that can take you up there, but I can't get past these shields to get close enough. This is one of the longest dialogue. Wow, I would run into one of the longest dialogues when I'm doing this. Weaken these shields, find a way to take them out, then I can join you on the other side. Okay, I think I ignored a little bit of that, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect what's about to happen. Alright. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Shield. Shield. But yeah, Mario Odyssey has this sort of, like, I think the movement in Mario Odyssey is far superior to this game, but this game still isn't bad, and I still think it's very serviceable for what. Oh, whoops! I guess I just clipped through that one. Hey, you don't actually need a force field; you can just clip through them. But yeah, like, something about the way that Mario Odyssey's movement is just, and I've kind of always felt this way, even about, like, I really love the original Banjo and Banjo-Tooie, and that's probably the reason I like this game so much, is because it's just, it doesn't, I'll say this, it doesn't do more than Banjo-Kazooie, but it doesn't do less than them either. Like, it genuinely just feels like another Banjo-Kazooie game, but this time it's Yuka and Laylee, and there's all these new characters, and it's this whole new world and stuff, and it's cool. I mean, I like that, you know? But I guess now it's time to fly up to this planet. If it'll let me go up there. Nope. It will not. I have to use this thing. Well, I'm gonna die now. Hey. I just died. No, actually I lived. I lived from the fall. I'm impressed. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, die, of course. Who wouldn't have thought of that? I know, I certainly didn't. But yeah, Mario Odyssey, I'm really being awful about this. Mario Odyssey basically has this whole, like, thing where you have all of the movement from the start of the game, and that aspect of Mario Odyssey is really, really nice. But I think that the one reason why this game has certain aspects that are better than Mario Odyssey, that is one of them, is that you don't start out with every move at the beginning of the game. You have to, like, progressively build up to getting more moves, and I think there is sort of a value to that in something like this, where it's a sort of explorative game like this, where you can only go to certain areas if you have certain moves, or not even necessarily, you don't even necessarily have to do it that way, but just make certain moves sort of make specific areas more accessible. Like, and Mario Odyssey does that very, very well with the capture mechanic to kind of, sort of as a, I guess you could call it a substitute, sort of, like, oh, that's what I had to do. The shields are down. Safe to come over. Good job. We made a great trio. A space force to be reckoned with. Oh, Jesus. Is the sequel going to be about this girl? This is, like, the only human character in this game. This is really, like, weird to think about. All unlock the store. Self-destruct switch. It's in the trench. Okay. There we go. But yeah, Mario Odyssey versus Yooka-Laylee. Alright, let's go. Mario Odyssey, fluid... Well, you can't have the best of both worlds, now can you? You can't play good and perform well for a stream. It's pretty hard to do both of those. You can play, but playing well, that's a different story. Mario Odyssey versus Yooka-Laylee. Okay, number one, Mario Odyssey has better movement than Yooka-Laylee. Yooka-Laylee's movement is still fun, but it compared to Mario Odyssey, I think, isn't as fluid or as dynamic, and the level design doesn't complement it as much. the level design in Yooka-Laylee feels a little bit more grounded in the sense that it isn't like levels that you're in. It's more like little worlds. Like they treat them like little worlds as opposed to levels, which, you know, some might say is a bad thing because it's better to have better level design instead of better aesthetics. Oh, we just... Yeah, but it's pretty funny to me how random thought that completely just derails talking about the comparison. I guess not necessarily, but random thought that like both of these games have like a Sonic function kind of in them, which I think is pretty funny. Like you can actually spin dash basically in both Mario and Yooka-Laylee, and it's like it just makes me think that like Sonic has never been properly done in 3D. Wow, that was actually pretty crazy. Just like blew up that fucking planet. Wow. I'm actually like that's probably one of the flashiest things I've seen this game do. I was like, wham, the planet was like boom, and Yuka was like eek. You did good. The assault on the Blamphibian homeworld can begin. What's going on lately? I thought we were stopping an attack, not starting one. So did she totally just like abuse the fact that these guys just like totally just do their this everywhere? They just do this. They just go and collect pages. Jesus, that's so funny. Yeah, what else is there for me to say, really? I mean, I guess I'll start talking about 2017, the year 2017. For video games, holy shit, man. This was a great goddamn year. There are so many great games. In fact, I think I'm going to get off Yooka-Laylee now. If I didn't save it, I don't really care. I'm going to hop on Mario Odyssey so we can get a little bit of both in this video. But yeah, like 2017, man, like there's been so many good things, and like I'm pretty goddamn, I won't lie, I'm pretty lucky, and I just so happen to have a VR headset from the HTC Vive, and I've been playing with like virtual reality games, and my goodness gracious, virtual reality games are just also great. Like there's still like a ways to go for sure, but what we do have there is still virtual reality video games. Like, definitely virtual reality video games do exist now, and they are good. It's just, you can tell that they need a little more time before they're what everybody kind of sort of stereotypically thinks of when they think of VR, I guess. To have that kind of fluidity to gameplay and like sort of kind of figuring out how to make the whole headset versus player in headset thing a thing. I don't know if like what I'm saying at all makes sense to anyone who hasn't tried VR or even anyone in general. But yeah, like I'd say that like there's certainly something interesting. I'm just fucking messing around in the movement because my god, man, this is why this game is fun, is right here, is doing this. Is just moving around like this. Just like, whoop, whoop, and then you chain that, you flip, dip, jump, flip, roll, jump again. Just like, it's just, oh, nice. Woo! Oh, that's fun. But yeah, like, there's so many good games, and like this game just so happened to be a pinnacle for me this year. I think that Breath of the Wild was also an amazing game, and I'm going to probably play that in a little bit here. I'm not going to spend too much time dicking around on Mario Odyssey, but I will spend some time, I guess. But yeah, let's grab those purple coins, why not? Alright. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm a little rusty on this game compared to my last playthrough that I haven't really. That was like weeks ago now. Thinking about it. Great. Now the stream has my cell phone making a sound in it. Great. I totally didn't get those purple coins, did I? No, I did. Okay. But yeah, like, oh man, VR has such potential, and it's already pretty awesome. It's just, I think my imagination leaves slightly more to be desired. But for the most part, I think Generation One VR is pretty, pretty fucking pretty great. It's pretty good. Fuck. But yeah, like, I don't know. Just gaming this year has been just so great. Like, ugh, God, I don't even know. Like, Breath of the Wild was such a great time, and then like, I mean, I don't know. My experience with gaming was let me like actually try to recall everything in the year that I played. This is going to be difficult. I think I'm gonna have a hard time remembering everything. But if I can let me think. What was so January of last year? What games was I playing? I'm trying to think because I know I was playing a fair amount of Wii U. Not a lot of Wii U. I think I was playing. Yeah, if I'm right, I was playing a lot of Metroid. Metroid Prime. I was playing the Metroid Prime trilogy at the beginning of this year. I was playing a lot of 2D Metroid in that time of the year. So I started out with all the big 2D, 3D Metroid hunch this year. Then I went to Then I went ahead and started playing. I think it was. I mean, I'm sort of always still playing Smash with friends. A lot of my friends and I like to play Smash doubles, where we go online on the doubles mode, and yeah, that's a lot of fun. And we still play it to this very day. Still, after like now, I guess it'll be 3 years since Smash 4 came out. Yeah, it's still one of my favorite games. But yeah, like so that's always been interspersed through the year for me. Played. So I guess I'll start with Breath of the Wild because I remember the Switch lineup a lot better. I got Breath of the Wild. I played the shit out of that, and then I got Shovel Knight for my Switch, even though I had played that before on 3DS and Steam. So I got Shovel Knight on Switch, and I got to play the DLC for that, which was really cool. The one where the Spectre Knight is your playable character. That was really, really fun. Really liked that a lot. Yeah, I replayed through all of Shovel Knight again, and then I played... fuck. I kind of went between... Yeah, then Splatoon came out. Splatoon 2 came out, and ARMS came out. And I started playing those pretty much for the most of the summer. And I absolutely loved them. I genuinely think those are both really fun games. It's interesting because games are sort of... I find that they're kind of like what you make of them a little bit. Like, if you're kind of already a little cynical, like you kind of don't really care about what you're going to play, and you play it, and the game kind of does some stuff that irks you the wrong way, your opinion of it could immediately, just immediately become like, just, oh, I don't like this. And, but guess my point is if you were playing the game on a different day, a different day of the year, or just, like a different time of year, or just like a different day where your mood was better, or, you have to think that the way you play a game, the way you think about a game before you play it will kind of affect your overall opinion of the game. Or at least I'm finding that with myself this year, where if I want to like a game, I will usually like it. I think VR this year has sort of been proof to me that that doesn't always apply. That isn't always going to work, basically. You can't love a piece of shit into not being a piece of shit. But if something is, not the best thing in the fucking planet, if something isn't I guess to use the Mario Odyssey ukulele comparison here, if something isn't Mario Odyssey but it is like Mario Odyssey and has its own unique things that make it fun, despite not being as polished as something like this. Are you seeing this? Like, Nintendo has had so much time to polish their craft just over the years, and so it almost feels unfair to judge most people's games by their standard. Like, this is sure, you can look up a lot of ways to glitch this game, but the interesting thing about it to me is how basically in this game, or basically in Nintendo games, mostly the main people who make the Marios and in the Zeldas as well, you can tell how much they've learned as time has gone on, just how much, what to do right and what not to do. And I think that comparing something to cut back to what I was talking about earlier, to compare something like Ukulele to Odyssey is kind of comparing sort of not, I guess, intermediate team, I guess you could call it, like an intermediate level team, and comparing them to people who are arguably masters, but at least experts. They're at least top of their craft. They might not be the best of the best, but just the. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point. I am literally. This is the most rambling I've done for YouTube in a while. But let's switch it up. Let's play some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild now. I'm going to have to get on camera again, which I apologize for. Let's see here. So Mario Odyssey's he. Let's see. I guess I might as well take a quick look over here. Okay, it was nothing. It was nothing. All right. So let's grab some Legend of Zelda and play that shit. Because honestly, it's just the games have been so good this year. Where the fucking... Aha! I kind of want to see if there's anyone actually watching my stream. I don't think there is, but if there is, perhaps they are trying to communicate to me. So I will check. Let's not do Hyrule Castle. Or I guess I will, but I'll just get out of there quick. Okay. But yeah, this is okay, I've shown you 3 games, and all of them have had at least 50 hours-ish of gameplay, at least, from me. And I could play them all again, and have a good time again. It's actually a little baffling there are this many good games this year. It's almost to a point where all of the most recent years in gaming or whatever kind of almost don't matter. All the not so good moments out of video games in recent memory just kind of I just begin to not care because of how many good games there were this year. Sure, I'll admit my bias for sure that, I thought it was a great year because Nintendo had a great year, and I love Nintendo, so hey, there it is. I like Nintendo a lot, and they did really good this year, so, I'm a happy boy. Happy boy 2017. slap that on the label. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna get blasted out of the sky, probably. Oh, nope. I got out of range. But yeah, I mean, like, you have this huge open world to explore. I mean, I haven't even... This feels like I've only, like, seen half of the full sort of width of the content to find in Breath of the Wild. I feel like, sure, I've seen a lot of the... Like, I've seen all of the main, like, primary, polished content in the game, but I haven't seen, like, every nook and cranny by any stretch. Also, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this motorcycle and... Oh, shit. I'm not seeing it anymore. Come on, let's get on this thing. Where's my Master Sword? Let's get him with the Master Sword, shall we? Got him. Fuck you. Boom, 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 boom. This is the best... This was the best award like, a final challenge could have given you in this game. And, like, from a gameplay perspective, pretty much only. I've seen a lot of people say that, like, the whole motorbike thing is kind of lame because it doesn't really feel like Zelda. And yeah, I'll agree a little bit to that. This is it's a little thematically clashing a little bit, but I think it's very passable because of its function in the... Oh. Well, I guess it's not functioning now. Fuck. Now what the fuck do I do? Oh, you just get off. Then you just get some materials. Then you just great. It's great. There we go. If there are actually 2 people watching this stream right now, thank you so much for tuning in. I kind of pretty much am only planning on uploading the VOD. I wasn't actually expecting any viewers. So, cool, cool, cool. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, maybe I'm a little overwhelmed. There's just too many... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm a little over... Holy fucking... Oh! I can't even fucking move. Get the fuck... No! Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Oh. Get on. Go! Oh! Let's do it! Oh shit, I'm gonna hit a wall. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking... Oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is insane. 3 of these guys. Oh. This is the fucking greatest thing. Rarely do you ever get 3 of... Well, I guess it's technically 2, but... Fuck. You rarely get this many of them after you at once. Bye-bye. So long. Oh, fuck, man. This is a great goddamn game. I actually saw that the people have got this game running at 60 FPS on an emulator. That's kind of tempting. That's pretty fucking amazing. You know, but I guess that's to be expected of games that have high demand. They will eventually be able to function on a computer, regardless of the intent of the original developer. But man, if they release this in 60 FPS, this game running at 60 FPS would be just so nice. This game at 30 FPS is still really nice. So it just, that kind of frame rate with a game like this. Did I just run over a fox and barely notice? Shit, son. Whoa. But yeah, if you're a video game enthusiast or enjoy the process of playing video games, go out and get some yourself a Nintendo Switch, because there are lots of great games that you can play. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to jump off and I'm going to show you other great games, because I might as well try to give myself a highlight for later. Let's play Splatoon. I probably won't jump into the multiplayer because I'm live streaming this, and I don't want the internet to... Oh. Well, I forgot to turn off notification sounds on my phone, and I'm sorry to anyone who's actually watching this. But let's be real. Nobody's fucking watching. Alright. Splatoon 2. Alright, guys. Are you ready for the hippest characters in video games in 2017? Here we go. Here's Pearl, and here's Marina, and then there's Pearl again. There's a new update again. Holy shit. Every time I get on this game, there's a new update. Another new stage. Hell yeah. That is pretty rawsome, Pearl. Not gonna fucking lie. That means we can have a new place to battle. I can't wait. And a new weapon. Another slosher. Okay, and a squeezer. What the fuck is a squeezer? A patch? Wow. There's so many updates. Alright, what do we got for new stages? Snapper Canal? Sturgeon's Shipyard. Okay. See, now I want to play those stages. Now I want to get on and actually play the game. But I don't feel like I can actually run or support this in a 3D live stream environment. If you think I know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across as disingenuous. Don't get cooked. Stay off the hook. You heard it here, kids. 2017 catchphrase. Don't get cooked. Stay off the hook. Hello. I need a stylus. Angry face. Yeah, let's check out before the 2018 the person reading triple gay. Holy fuck, got him. I am fucking got right now. Bring back Camp Triggerfish. Okay. 5 a.m. Have a chummy new year. Hey, nice. Good. Inkling Vicky. I'm not sure who Vicky is. How am I supposed to draw with my finger? I'm gay. Remember to ink your area first. Alright, we ran out of... What did we? Bored if you're reading this, then hi. Is that what it says? Probably. Honestly, I was going to play this game, but now I'm not going to play this game, because if I play this game, I want to play the internet. I want to play online. If there's a negative thing to be said about Splatoon, is that I don't think its single player is worth much on its own. It's pretty bare bones. I mean, oh, you have the campaign, and it lets you play with the mechanics and stuff, but it just doesn't have nearly the appeal, unfortunately. What the fuck is Camp Triggerfish? Did I miss something? Like, I haven't got on this game in a while. Maybe something happened. I really like that about this game as well, is they've updated, like, things in it that people were complaining about and fixed things in just... It's great. It's genuinely great. I love eating Tide Pods. What's your squid sona? Well, you know that means I'm gonna get off the game. So there was some other stuff that was good this year. I'm gonna be a little obnoxious, actually, and show it to you on stream. It'll be a little awkward, but you know, I'm doing my best. You know. I'm gonna show you guys Metroid Samus Returns. Where'd she come back from? Oh, the not made a game in a while abyss. Honestly, though, that's genius. I'm so glad they did this, because it's a pretty good sign that Samus is actually going to come back. Okay, so Metroid Samus Returns. Press A to start. I can't do that yet. Hang on. Let's do this. All right. Just jump on this game for a little bit. I mostly just want to show it off. I'm not really planning on. I'll actually have some audio for this one. Maybe make my voice a little less terrible to listen to. Look at you could jump around. I can't. It's so difficult to keep this in front of the screen. I am so sorry. This is probably making someone sick. Yeah, that's a good game right there. You should check this one out too if you missed it, because holy shit, there were so many good games this year. The newest Call of Duty, that World War II one, that one looks pretty cool. I used to be pretty into Call of Duty back in my high school, middle school days and stuff. So, you know, that one actually looks pretty fun, and I kind of want it. I've just honestly been a little too lazy to check it out. Also, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out this year, which was a cool game. I think that I wasn't really like blown away when I first heard of it, because I kind of thought that already existed. I kind of thought DayZ was similar in its execution, but not the same, obviously. I think the shrinking player zone is the sort of gimmick to PUBG that sort of makes it different than DayZ. Also, no zombies and stuff. But I haven't played it, and I actually probably should play it at some point. I feel like that would be a good way to. I think if I have any friends who play it that I haven't spoken to, I shouldn't say that on stream. Oh god, but yeah, like I think that maybe this year was just a little too good. There was a little too many good games, because I could have really played any game of the ones that I've enjoyed this year, and I could have sat there and played it the whole time, and I would have enjoyed it, and that's kind of awesome. I think that despite what the next year may bring for video games, even if it's not this good, which I kind of don't expect it to be, it's fine. You know, 2017 gave me so many good games that, well, and there are still ones I haven't played that came out this year, like Hat in Time. I need to check that shit out. I really want to check that shit out. Because apparently it's a lot like, it's obvious it's a 3D collectathon platformer, so I've heard it does things better than Yooka-Laylee in its sort of a similar way of gameplay of Yooka-Laylee, which will be cool. I gotta check it out. Doom 2016, that was 2016, not 17. That's a really good game. I did play that this year, though, so yeah, that was also in the earlier part of this year. That was when I first got around to Doom 2016. I also got around to Wolfenstein, The New Order, and The New Colossus. I actually had bought in The New Order and played a little bit of it, and then when I first bought it, it was like a while before, around when it came out, a little while after it came out, like a few months or something. Played a bit of it, for some reason didn't get into it, and then I played it again, like, I didn't even really realize I was playing it again before the new one came out, but I was, and I'm glad I did, because the new one came out like a few weeks after I finished it, or actually like a week after I finished it, and I was able to play the next one, and sort of have them back-to-back like that was really, really cool. Wolfenstein, check those games out if you like single-player shooters. Those are really fun. Really good story, in my opinion, for a game like that. You know, pretty solid, just like fun gameplay. It's a good one. You should check it out if you're interested in sort of very violent first-person shooter games that have an interesting story to tell, with a very fun idea of Nazis being like a much more powerful threat and all that. And it's cool. It's cool that there's like all these robots and it's sort of in the future, and it's good. It's good stuff. What else? What else did I play this year? I want to try to make sure I fit it all in. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon I played. That was also a really fun game. You know, I don't have a lot to say about that because it's pretty much like Sun and Moon, but it's a little better, you know. It's basically just what it is they were like, okay, Sun and Moon, that's a thing. Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, those are some games. We made those. Let's make them a little better and release them again next year. And they were like, all right. So they just did that. And the fans obviously were a little pissed because, you know, they just were like, why didn't you make a new game in 1 year as opposed to just selling us sort of the same game? Because they're not the same. They are different. It's just there's a lot of stuff that isn't different in it too. It's still like Sun and Moon, but it changes in certain ways and they add new things to make things interesting. But yeah, there's so much stuff, man. Where else? What else is there to say? Like, what else can I talk about? I mean, there's ARMS. You know, I could talk about ARMS. ARMS was a really great game. For its gameplay, I really like the gameplay in ARMS. You know, really fun, creative idea game of Wii boxing, except with its own art style and its, you know, own characters, its own little universe and all this. So yeah, there's a lot of cool shit that came out this year. I'm gonna wrap this up. I think that no one's gonna sit through 46 minutes of me talking about this and also being live. Whoever is viewing, I want to say a big shout out, big thank you to that person for tuning in. I'm gonna just this video is primarily to, you know, just throw my thoughts out of 2017 gaming on the internet. Also, I guess Fallout 4 VR is a thing that came out recently as well at the very tail end of the year, as well as Doom VR. Both very, very fun, but Fallout 4 VR has this issue where they patched the game. It was working really fine and really well when I first got it, and I was almost too, like, it was a lot to take in, honestly. It's a lot. It is Fallout in VR, so it's very, there's a lot of complexity to that, and like it's easily one of the most complex VR games that's come out this year. And it's the second I start really getting into it, I update the game with a new patch, and it fucking broke the game. Like, it actually made the game almost unplayable. Like, literally, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll quit the game quick, you know, take a break, let the new patch install, come back, I'll tune it, I'll play it for another, like, 30 minutes or something. And I come back, and the frame rate literally is, like, just twice as worse. And I've been very annoyed with that. I'm not like I don't think that makes the game bad, or even the devs bad, that they haven't fixed it yet. I just think that it's a thing of, like, just a bit of incompetence on their part. And I think it also has to do with the fact that VR is a newer technology and things can go wrong in ways that they probably just didn't factor in. But anyways, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me this live stream. I know I just said that, but I think I mean it for real this time. I hope everyone who is listening or makes it all the way to the end of this video has a very happy new year, and I think that if you haven't checked out these games, you definitely should. All great games right here on screen here. We got where the fuck we got Metroid over here. This was also great, but I don't expect, you know, I understand money is a thing. You can't have it all. Unless you're lucky like me. Not trying to brag, I'm just being dumb. But anyways, thanks again. Sorry for shaky camera. Sorry for shitty camera in general. Not that sorry at the same time. Bye-bye.